Terry pulled his wand from its dragon-bone scabbard and looked the evil wizard in the eye. "You'll never have Fumbleditch Polytechnic, Grastor. Our friendship is more powerful than your dark magic." Grastor was shaking with rage. Sparks and lightning crackled around him. He began to rise into the air. Dust and stones joined him on his ascent.
"You dare to challenge me, boy? I am the great dark wizard Grastor. I am the all-knowing, feared by all, collector of child support, even though I barely look after the boy. The one who belittles you in front of your friends. You can never defeat me."
Grastor raised his hand towards the eldritch staff that lay on the other side of the courtyard. It shook, quivered briefly, and then leapt into the air and into his waiting palm.
"I should have killed you when you were a child, but then I wouldn't have been able to use your money to buy skinny jeans for my new boyfriend, Alex the Unwashed, while we swan about drinking coffee."
Just then, a bolt of white magic knocked Grastor to the ground. Terry squinted through blurry eyes into the darkness. Who had delivered this bolt of salvation? The cute girl from the cafe appeared from the shadows and said, "Terry, it's me, the cute girl from the cafe. The one with the cute smile and all the piercings. The one who winked at you that time. And it definitely wasn't because cappuccino froth splashed in my eye. Good work, cute girl from the cafe, but we have to lock Grastor in the Prisovex. The extra-dimensional prison is the only thing that can hold his evil and stop him from writing snide comments on all my Facebook posts," said Terry. "I'll hold the portal open with my white magic, and I'll distract Grastor with a little bit of cleavage that shows above my apron, and you can use levitation to throw him through into the 6th dimension." The cute girl from the coffee shop was flushed with exertion, but she still looked really pretty, even though she was a bit sweaty. "Good idea, cute girl from the cafe. We make a great team. Maybe we should get a drink sometime," Terry said encouragingly. Their eyes met through the smoke, and in that moment a bond of friendship was formed that would last a lifetime. And even though the cute girl from the cafe hadn't been in the cafe for the last few weeks, she was probably just on holiday or something. They gazed into each other's eyes for a moment before loud footsteps drew their attention.
"It's me, James, your boss, Terry, from work. I've come to help and to make sure you're doing everything properly. Even though you're great at being a boy wizard, I always feel the need to come and check up on you."
The portal was open now. The screams of the inmates filled the courtyard and the sickly green light illuminated the battlefield. Grastor was beginning to stir as James approached him to try and help in his simple way. Grastor had concealed a bottle of elixir in his cloak, and upon consuming the corner shop red wine, he was almost to his feet.
"Watch out, James!"
The dim-witted team manager looked at Terry just as the dark wizard thrust his gilded scepter into the dullard's stupid torso. "James!" Terry screamed. "He was a bloody idiot, but he didn't deserve that." "Maybe he did a bit," the cute girl from the cafe said. They both laughed. "Grastor, what have you done? This time you've gone too far." Terry raised his hand and began reciting his most powerful spell. "Lorem, ipsum, dollar, sit, amet." The clouds parted above the evil wizard, and a great hand reached down. Powerless to defend himself or even move, Grastor simply cowered in fear.
"But how could you possibly know how to summon the great Sky Lord Lorem Ipsum?"
"I learned it, Grastor, because I had friends to help me. And there's no greater force in the universe than friendship." The mighty hand clenched around Grastor and with the slow, deliberate movement of a giant, flung him into the Prisovex portal, never to be seen again. Terry and the cute girl from the cafe lived happily ever after, and nobody went to James's funeral, because why bother? And that is the end of Terry Cupboards and the Chemtrails of Truth. Wasn't that a good story? Is that definitely the title, Father? Yeah, something like that. Father? Yes, son? Couple of questions, Father. What is it, son? Is that really what happens in the book? Yeah, of course it is. How would you know any different? Yes, well that was sort of a trick question. I've read the book myself, and I don't remember any of that happening. Well, maybe you weren't reading it properly. That's very condescending, Father. I'm actually... Where do you learn these big words? Some of the characters in the book, Father, they seem to be people from real life. Well, lots of authors base their, people from your life, Father. The girl in the coffee shop, for instance. She's the girl who works at the one we always go to. I don't think I know which one you mean exactly. Father, please. And Grastor seems to represent Mother to... It isn't your fault she left, you know. You mustn't blame yourself. Okay, it hadn't actually occurred to me until you said that. Sometimes people just drift apart. Yes, Father, but in this case it was because you spent all of her money on a sports car and said her friends were vacuous trolls. Yeah, well, in my defence... In your defence what, Father? In your defence you did set fire to that cricket pavilion to get her attention, or in your defence you did take out a full-page ad in the local paper listing her phobias and credit card details? What book do you want to read next, Jasper? I was thinking maybe Harry Potter? There's Charlie and the Disappointment Factory, The Detective Boys Investigate Divorce, or Lord of the Things, a story about an evil, stupid dragon who can just decide to have whatever she wants in the divorce. Okay, good night, Father. Good night, Jasper. Father? Yes, Jasper? Is this the end of this season of the podcast? Yes, Jasper, but I'll come back to it in a couple of weeks. How will people get hold of you in the meantime, Father? They can follow me on Twitter at SamRaeComedy, or email me at contact@samrae.com, or find me on Facebook at facebook.com/SamRaeComedy. All the social media links can be found at samrae.com/links. Father? Yes, Jasper? I miss Mummy. Me too.